Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to come and make this video really quick because I was giving myself a little talk and I figured I would make this video. One, to put it on my platform for any time that I need to come back and visit it, and two, because this might actually help someone else. I mean, you never know, whatever. So today I'm going to talk about feeling basically unworthy, I guess, or just not feeling like you are important. You know what I'm saying? To like anybody in your life. I think it's a normal feeling. Obviously, feelings are fleeting, they come and go, but I have noticed a lot, and kind of like this stage of my life, I battle a lot with feeling just, you know, unworthy. I don't really know where it well, obviously I know where it comes from, but sometimes I don't really know what triggers it or what makes these feelings come about, but I wanted to come and talk about it openly because maybe you guys feel this way sometimes. Maybe this is just like a normal thing that everybody goes through, but I am a pretty well put together person, right? Like it's really important to me the way that I carry myself, and I'm also very aware of how my actions and the way that I carry myself affect other people. So for a long time, you know, like everybody, you get pretty good at faking it, right? Like you can be going through it, and I mean really going through it, and nobody would know because you keep that mask on. I know in my household, probably like a lot of households, we were taught what goes on in that house stays on in the house, and I feel like after a while it just trickled over to what goes on the inside stays on the inside altogether. We just don't really talk about it, and I know for me, I don't feel like anybody in my life really notices, you know, when I'm like really going through it or when I really need somebody. And I guess it would be easier if I could just be like, hey, look, I need somebody right now. I'm feeling kind of sad right now. But I feel like even for us, sometimes it's really to decipher those feelings. And so when you're already feeling the type of way, and then, you know, nobody picks up, because I feel like in my personal situation, I'm just kind of okay for the most part all the time. So even when I'm not okay, everybody, you know, has faith that I'll be okay. But sometimes it does make me feel like I'm not worthy of being taken care of or checked on or paid attention to, or like I'm just not important. I know that that's not the case, but that's what it feels like a lot of the time. I feel like because I'm together all the time and I'm really good at, you know, keeping my head on straight and being kind of bubbly and uppity and all that kind of stuff, because that is my natural personality, I'm just not as good at being real with myself about the more negative emotions, which is why I'm putting this video up here, because I don't want my channel to just be, you know, fun and good times. Like that's just not realistic. You know, even though I live a very blessed life and I'm very thankful for my life, I still go through things and I still have a lot of feelings, you know, especially of loneliness and unworthiness. And it just sucks. I haven't really figured out, you know, what to do about it yet. So if you clicked on this video for the solution, I'm sorry to disappoint you because I don't have it. But I'm hoping that this may be a solution. Just kind of openly talking about it and maybe finding solace in, you know, just sharing this feeling with other people who also want to talk about it. I also wanted to touch on, you know, like I just said, feeling lonely. I am one of 5 kids, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in a house with 7 people all the time. So I was never really alone. And even now when I think about it, I'm never really alone, but I always feel alone. Like sometimes I feel like I can be standing in the middle of the room screaming at the top of my lungs and nobody would look up from their phone. feel like most of the time the things that I say are disregarded. I don't feel like people pay attention to me the way that I would like them to. And I know this is something that started in my household, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when I was really young, I started, you know, just kind of doing these extravagant things to try to get my parents' attention and their approval. You know, I would try to do things to like shock them or wow them, just so that I would feel like I got the attention that my other siblings were getting, because I wanted to feel important to them. I think really early on, I noticed how much energy my parents would put into certain things, you know, like in their own personal lives. And so I kind of started to internalize and try to figure out like, oh man, why don't they put the same energy that they put, you know, into their jobs or the kids in their class into me? Because I feel like I needed it. I mean, obviously, because now I'm an adult and it's still something that I struggle with. Like, I mean, I can't convince myself that I am worthy of healthy love, you know? Like, anytime I feel like somebody treats me a certain way, instead of me being like, ew, I deserve better than this, I just like internalize it and I start trying to like figure things out and pick things apart. Like, how can I be more interesting? How can I grab more attention? How can I be worthy of somebody loving me, you know? Like the way that I love people. How can I be interesting enough for somebody to sit up and look at me for a couple of hours and talk to me and be entertained with me the way, you know, we can be like entertained with our phones or the TV or whatever. It just makes me feel insignificant a lot. Growing up, I felt like I came second to the football game or the basketball game or, you know, the Real Housewives or grading papers or going to work, whatever it was that needed to be done. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that my parents didn't love me. Please don't take this as like a my parents suck type of thing. It's just my parents were successful, so my parents were busy. My parents spent most of their days working on other things, and I feel like I started to be an overachiever because I wanted attention, you know? I tried to perfect my talents and my crafts because I wanted attention. Sometimes I ramble and I repeat the same things over and over again because I just want attention. Like, I want to feel like I am important. And a lot of the times I don't feel like that. And maybe some of you guys feel like that too. Sometimes I feel slighted that I have to go through this by myself. So many of my peers have their mom or their dad or a significant other or their kids or their grandma. And I don't feel like I have anybody. I don't know if I've ever felt like that. I feel like I know that I haven't because I don't think I would have learned how to, you know, put this mask on so young. So it just freaking sucks, okay? Like, it sucks. It sucks to feel alone all the time. It sucks to have to put on a brave face because so many people depend on you to be like a happy, successful person. It sucks to always have to cry in private and silently. And sometimes I just hate the fact that, you know, whatever I've been through or how I've raised has kind of just like geared me to deal with everything on my own, you know? Like, it's like a catch-22. Like, I feel alone and I am alone. Honestly, I woke up today with a whole plan. Like, I got up, obviously I did my makeup. I was supposed to do all this stuff, but it was like out of nowhere. I was just like, why don't I matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I would love some advice if anybody has any on how to stop feeling like this, because I for sure am over it, for sure. I don't know. You know, some days you just wish it was different. Some days you wish you were different. So, yeah. Enough of the sad video, right? Like, wow. Super sad, girl. Hashtag sad girl problems. I hope this video was good for somebody. If you're watching this and you feel like me, hopefully now you know you're not alone. How people treat you doesn't determine your value. How people treat you is not a reflection of the type of person that you are. How people treat you does not mean that you are not worthy of better treatment. I'm gonna give you a hug through the phone because I could use a hug right now, and I hope that helps. And I hope you don't feel alone after this. And if you want to talk, I'm totally here to talk. So I would actually love it if any of you guys want to talk. Just, you know, holler at me. Okay, bye.